Hello and welcome back to the MMA India Show. We are joined by Chris Mohan, who is a journalist out of Kuala Lumpur, and he is going to be covering UFC 221 in Perth for us. And from the looks of it, Chris, are you on your way to the airport right now?
Yeah, I'm actually 15 minutes from the airport.
Okay, we can hear the planes already.
Yeah.
So, are you excited about covering UFC Perth?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see how much I can contribute to you guys firstly, and yeah, excited because Mohan is going to be there.
Who's going to be there?
Mohan.
Sorry?
Mohan.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, and this is your second UFC card, correct?
Yeah, my second.
Awesome. And the first one was UFC Singapore. So tell me, which fight are you looking forward to the most on the UFC card?
UFC 221, is it?
Yeah, on 221, the one you're going for, yes.
The one I'm going for, I would say, is the Mohan fight because I've been a big fan of Mohan actually. The last 2-3 years while I actually started watching a lot of UFC when it just broke into the Malaysian market.
Yeah.
So besides Mohan's fight, I think the main event, the middleweight title fight, Romero and Rockhold's fight is something different as well. Although Whittaker had to withdraw, but it's still a very good fight for the Perth fans.
Yeah, and apart from, we also have a couple of other Asians, the most notable being Li Jiangliang and Nguyen as well.
Yeah, Li Jiangliang is the welterweight guy, right? I think
yes.
Up against Jake
Matthews.
Yeah.
And he just won in UFC Shanghai as well. So he's, looking strong right now. And if he wins again, I think it can be very good and big for Asian MMA.
Yeah. All right.
So now, coming to the co-main event, I want to talk about the co-main event and the main event, of course. The co-main event is Mark Hunt versus Curtis Blaydes. Now, Curtis Blaydes is on a 3-fight win streak, and apart from that, one fight was overturned into an NC. His last loss, of course, was to Francis Ngannou.
Yeah, in 2016, I think he lost against Ngannou.
Yeah, correct.
A TKO.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Now, he's, of course, on a streak now, and Mark Hunt just beat Derek Lewis, and before that he lost to Alistair Overeem. Now, Mark Hunt, of course, is a very, very big name in MMA all over the world.
Yeah.
Even though he has had a kind of a checkered career, of course, and lately he's been in the news, of course, for taking the UFC to court over the Brock Lesnar fight where he said he was put in harm's way knowingly. He is very, very popular as well.
Yeah.
So, who would you put your money on and why?
Mohan or Curtis Blaydes, is it?
Sorry?
You're talking about the co-main event, right?
Yeah, of course, the co-main event. Mark Hunt versus Curtis Blaydes.
Yeah, okay, firstly I will start about, my money will be on Curtis Blaydes.
Okay.
But I'll give my explanation, although I'm a Mohan fan.
Yeah.
Because Mohan, his career, like what you mentioned earlier, he's never ever got his career set off on a very good winning streak and a good run, or form. It's always been a win-win loss.
Yeah.
And no contest. Against Lesnar it was no contest, then it was loss again and win. And also when he lost against Ngannou, Mohan was actually at his prime and Ngannou was just getting his game up. So that was a disappointing loss on his face. Whereas for Curtis Blaydes right now, he's on quite a roll. I think my money's on Curtis Blaydes, definitely.
But Mark Hunt, of course, as always, has that one-punch, walk-away power.
Yeah, but then, because prior to watching Ngannou's knockout from hell, I think a lot of people would agree that Mohan had one of the heaviest punches in the UFC. But maybe right now, not so after watching what Ngannou did at UFC, was it 218 or whichever episode he did. Yeah, so I think my money is definitely on Curtis Blaydes, sorry.
Okay. Well, my money is going to be on Mark Hunt. I'm a Mark Hunt fan, and I love what he stands for as well. So let's see how that plays out. Now, the main fight, of course, the interim title fight, of course. The interim title fight is happening because Robert Whittaker wasn't able to defend his belt because he's sick. He's recovering. And it's very intriguing the way the whole middleweight division has played out. Because, of course, you had Michael Bisping come out of nowhere to beat Luke Rockhold. And Michael Bisping was actually coming in on short notice for an injured Chris Weidman.
Yeah.
And, of course, he won the belt and then proceeded to sit on it for some time and also, of course, fight Dan Henderson, which nobody was very happy about. And he also fought, of course, George St. Pierre, who won the belt and then gave it up, making Robert Whittaker the undisputed champ without defeating Michael Bisping. So, very interesting situation, but Robert Whittaker, of course, did beat Yoel Romero in his last fight. So he's been on a tear as well. He's, beat a lot of the big names. And now, of course, Luke Rockhold, I think is on the path back. He didn't fight. He's only fought David Branch since losing his belt. He was out of action as well for some time, out due to injury. And there was a lot of bad blood, of course, between him and Michael Bisping. And people wanted to see. And people wanted to see that rematch. Of course, they may never see it again now, and I think he's also said the same, that trilogy fight will probably never happen. But it would have been a very exciting fight because you could tell that the fact that he lost to Michael Bisping has been eating up at him for quite some time now.
Yeah, right.
And and of course he faces Yoel Romero, who only has 2 losses.
Rockhold has, among other fighters in the division, I would say Rockhold has faced the current active ones. Rockhold has faced quite a decent of tough competitors and also average ones as well. So up against Yoel Romero. I think in this case, if you ask me, I think my money will be on Rockhold.
Yeah, same here. My money's not going to be on Rockhold because I think he wants it. Maybe that's not correct. They both want it really badly. But Rockhold, I think, has a really good all-round game. He's got an amazing stand-up. He's a black belt jiu-jitsu. Got a much better ground game than anybody gives him credit for. So but he does have. I say this very reluctantly, but he does have a suspect chin, as we saw against Michael Bisping. And technically, there were some problems which hopefully he would have sorted out, which Michael Bisping took advantage of, and he said that they had prepared for those technical shortcomings, and that's how he got the knockout against Luke Rockhold. Now, how do you see this fight going? Do you think Yoel Romero is going to again play the waiting game and let Luke Rockhold come to him?
It's quite hard to say. I'll just give a quick rundown. Everything comes to play in this fight. Of course, Yoel Romero is 40 years old, coming off a defeat against Robert Whittaker last year, and I think was it 2-1-3? At Las Vegas, I think. So, but also Yoel Romero has faced Chris Weidman and Toyoto Makida, and he has faced quite a lot of decent competitors as well. But I think in terms of this fight, he's just going to wait for what Rockhold brings to him, and he'll read Rockhold from then. Because of course Romero has a lot of experience. But with that being said, I think Rockhold's the amount of like KOs and submissions he's gone throughout his career, like you mentioned earlier, BJJ black belt as well. So yeah, I think it's just Romero is just gonna see what Rockhold has to offer, and yeah, he'll just take it on from there. But I would definitely think Rockhold might see him out in round 3, hopefully.
And I think Rockhold's kicking is devastating as well. His scissor kick, he can hit you basically from anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think it was Bisping's volume, the fact that he didn't sit on the back foot, but he took the fight to Rockhold, which is why he won. Whereas Yoel Romero, I think if he sits back and waits, it might allow Luke Rockhold to take control of the fight.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be, this is a fight that I've really been looking forward to, because I've been really looking forward to Luke Rockhold come back against top competition, top 5 competition. Of course, David Branch was, with all due respect to David Branch, that was, a kind of a tune-up fight for him coming back, and David Branch didn't last very long against him.
Yeah.
Not probably in the same league as Luke Rockhold. Now, this fight is really gonna stretch both of them, and so let's see. And it is going to be a chess match with both of them to an extent sussing each other out, because Luke Rockhold did say, I think during one of either the pre-fight press conference or one of the media days, that he is going to not go at Yoel Romero, but he's going to be very careful and watch as well. So it is going to be, a very intriguing match, very intriguing fight. Let's see how they both play it and who makes the first move. Having said that, we look forward to a lot of exciting coverage from you of the fight. Of course, you're going to arrive there, I guess, in the middle of the night, and you will be covering fight day itself. So we look forward to a lot of post-fight interviews and, of course, the post-fight press conference and a lot of up-to-dates during the fight itself. So enjoy the fight, and we look forward to getting all of that from you.
All right. Can you still see me, Parvin?
I can. Yeah, we can all still see you. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot. I'll give my best to you guys. Thanks for the chance.
Thank you. And MMA, that's me, Parvin Dabas from the MMA India Show, and we thank Chris Mohan, who's on his way to Perth right now. As you can see, he's in the cab on his way to Perth to cover UFC 221 for us. So let's all thank him. Thank you so much, and we look forward to covering the fight. Cheers. Take care.
Thank you, Parvin.
Bye.
Yes.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you, and goodbye.